Itinerant here again for another Army review. These are my Germans, late war, Western Europe. Again, I started my collection basing it on some scenario I tried to design, or I did design, for my con game with the 56th Armored, 12th Armored Division against the 5 something Volksgrenadier and some SS. And then I've just kind of built up from there. And so let's see what I have. I have most of my complete ones are infantry, but I got lots of extras. And it's funny, with all these extras, I still don't have enough, or not enough, but the right stuff to do some of the scenarios out of my command decision, or even my I ain't been shot mom if I decide to play it in Western Europe on this scale. It's crazy. That's why I'm starting to build towards scenarios instead of just building up an Army org unit. So, and I'm kind of basing these on what I've read, and then also on these GHQ TOE sheets. First one is a Volksgrenadier battalion. So you have your battalion headquarters, your company headquarters, your weapon, so your heavy machine gun platoon, or I'm sorry, medium machine gun platoon, and then all the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd platoon, with one of the platoons being a Sturm platoon, and the rest just being regular infantry. Then you have your mortar, your infantry gun platoon, your I have 2 mortars here, I think that's right, 2 mortars and then 2 machine gun support platoons. Over here you have your Panzer Grenadier, armored, again, same setup, headquarters, I gotta find some sort of good chart that has, with the pictures of all the 251 half-tracks. I love them, but I just can never remember which is which. So, like, they've got a 251-1, 1, and then I believe it's a 9. Nope, a 10, sorry. Oh, pardon me. So there's that. And then again, machine gun, medium machine gun. I think I need one for the 3rd. Oh, and then these are the 4th company. I'm still trying to get this figured out what I need here. But they've got a 75, I believe, anti-tank gun, and then I'm not sure what else I need to see what else I need for that 4th company. Now this can be either, these are engineers, and I created an engineer battalion, but in the GHQ sheets I'm not finding the TOE for that. But anyway, these are all flamethrower dudes. That's how I'm distinguishing. Pardon me as I get focused. Wow. To do really good filming, you need really good light. Anyway. And then, of course, they have a machine gun platoon there. And so, you know, these guys could be whatever. I mean, they're so small, it doesn't matter. And then this is the beginning of a, Fallschirmjäger or airborne, so like the Americans with the blue. It's pretty loose. So since I'm over here, transport, a variety of it. Another thing I'm having a hard time finding on both nationalities are the mortar half-tracks. I don't know if it's a hard time finding it, but it just haven't got them yet, I guess. Bunch of transport, different kinds, trucks, half-track, tractors. This is a captured R-35, French Renault 35 tank, platoon, or whatever you want to call it. Again, everything's base platoon, so I guess that would be elements of a company, some extra 4s, my heavy tanks there. I guess this could be a heavy tank, heavy panzer support company. There's some Hetzers. I love the Hetzers. Love? I don't know, that love is kind of a big word for that, for a tank, but they're cool. So I guess that's like an assault gun support company. They used them a lot in that battle that I told you I built these for. There's some an assault gun platoon company. I just built what I needed for the scenario. I'll finish them off. So those are Stugs and yeah, Panzerjägers, I guess. And then here's just my regular tank battalion. 2 companies of 4s and 2 of Panther 5s. And the headquarters. And then I always have to look at these. The Bison. So these are assault gun or artillery. So Bison. Martyr 3s. My sole single 88. 375s. 375 infantry guns. I need to look up on GHQ site what those are again. Couple snipers, a lone squad to do whatever, and then Panzerschreck, if I need to distinguish those. Pardon me, I have to stand up a minute. A little bit of flak, radio car. I have a ton of crew for all these guns. Headquarters Kubelwagen, an extra headquarters piece. 2 FAOs, 2 FACs, forward air commander or air control and forward artillery observer. A couple motorcycles. Kind of a rough sketch. 250 for a recce. 250, I think they're 9s. They have the guns on them. With a closed top. And that's my Germans. I have a ton of German unpainted, so I'm going to really focus on... I feel good. Now I'll feel better when I get some sheets made to put on the storage bin and put them in a storage bin in a organized way, and then I'll just kind of round them off as I go. I have enough infantry there to do all the scenarios I spoke about, for sure, because that's 9, 18, 27, 32, so 33 platoons of infantry. Alright, that's that. See y'all later. I will not be on holiday this next week or 2 weeks like a lot of the Brits that watch. Have fun time, boys and girls. Bye.